We getting into this verses.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
All right. So let me get my little cheat sheet over here so I can get us
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
Uh, uh so first of all, what did you even think about verses before we actually break it down on who won and woo woo woo?
Hey man, so listen. I think the one thing that's kind of odd is that a lot of people still found it difficult to find out where to actually watch it. Because
Mm-hmm.
I saw it on Instagram, but I saw it through Complex, right? But previously it was on Versus. I would watch it on Versus on their live stream. And so a lot of people wanted to just catch it on TV. And I think a lot of people just didn't. So I think that it kind of came fairly recent because I saw it last month. Boom, they had it this month, and it was like a big thing. So I'm just kind of curious on if it would have been more successful if they had planned it out more and gave it more little pageantry behind it. But listen, that's one thing. But I'm gonna keep it a stack with you though, bro. We'll get into who won, but I'll tell you this though, man. I love that Mia X. I love Mia X's flow. I
Mm-hmm.
liked her energy. She seemed to be the most prepared
Yeah.
on the no limit side, right? And I think that on the cash money side though, bro, I appreciated how Juvie carried on their side because to me, like I follow Juvie on Instagram though, bro. And I know that he actively performs, though, right? So a lot of what he did wasn't anything that was unusual. And I thought that it was cool. I thought that those two carried
Stood
though,
up.
bro. And
Yeah.
I didn't expect Mia X to carry it the way she did, but I thought Mia X absolutely carried No Limit though, bro.
All right, well, let's get into it. I'm definitely interested in your opinion because you're a rap guy. So what was interesting to me is because Cash Money had 13 songs and No Limit only had 12. I thought that was weird, but I know
Mm,
they was running out of time, whatever.
yeah.
So first it was 400 Degrees versus No Limit Soldiers. What you got on that one?
I'm gonna go No Limit Soldier.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. I think 400 degrees. 400 degrees is dope. And did you know that they just shot a video for 400 degrees, fresh and juvie, just like this year. They say he always wanted to do one for it, so they shot a video for it recently, though, man. Um, I thought I'm gonna give it No Limit Soldier.
Now I'm gonna tell you up front. I don't know all the names of these songs, so I'm just telling you up front. Stay
You
Fly
do
versus Break You Out Something.
break you off some. Don't make me break you off some. And then Stay Fly.
Yeah, yeah. No. I'm
Yeah,
saying
yeah, yeah,
I know the songs. I don't know the
yeah.
official names of a lot of them. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah. I think on that one, if you give it Stay Fly, I would say Stay Fly is a bigger song. But I think that to some people, this is where the song might resonate with you. So when you pair the two up, it just shows everything because uh 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 that particular song from No Limit was a it wasn't probably as big as a commercial hit as much as it was a down south hit. But to some people that were watching, fans of both, I could see if they picked No Limit for that one though, man.
Yeah.
But
All
I'm gonna
right.
go Stay Fly on that.
Okay. So that's 1-1.
Yep.
Uh okay. Then Project Bitch versus Freakos.
Project bitch.
Dang. So Cash Money got two. Uh I'm on fire versus how you do that there.
How you do that there?
Yeah. All right. So we tied up. Uh Cash Money is an army, Betty at the Navy. Uh 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 Players in the Cadillac. This is for the
It's
players
for
in
the
the
players in the
Cadillac.
Cadillac with the van. I'm gonna do Cash Money as the Army, Betty at the Navy.
That
Yeah,
BG song goes so hard, bro.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Motion versus you ain't gotta say too much.
Oh, listen.
Now you know that you
I
ain't gotta say too much. That was that C chord.
oh my gosh, man.
But that
See,
slow motion is hard though.
Slow motion is hard. Imma go, bro, listen, I'm gonna go slow motion because slow motion was actually a single. But the fact that they picked it, right, tells you how hard it is though, because you ain't gotta say too much. I can tell from your eyes and I can tell you wanna cut. And you ain't gotta call me your boo. It's one of my favorite No Limits. It's like this. For me personally,
Yeah.
that's probably one of my top 5 No Limit songs of all of them.
So you got Cash Money up right now, 4-2. All right. Then we
Imma give that one to Cash Money though.
okay. So then we got Bling Bling versus It Ain't My Fault.
Bling bling. Bling bling. And the only reason why I said because you think about it, bling bling is in the dictionary, right? It's a pop culture term. So yeah,
All right, set it off. And Mr. Ice Cream Man.
Mr. Ice Cream Man. Easily. That was right. That's when they turned around to me. Right
Okay.
when they did Mr. Ice Cream Man, I felt like No Limit was coming back then, though, bro.
Number one stunner versus Bout It Bout It.
Proud about it. And listen, how he set it up was crazy because Baby got out there. Birdman was like, I'm the one that started this stunner stuff, though, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one started. And he said, yo, you might have started that, but you might have been the first one. I gave you that. You was the one that was out there stunning on it. When I started this bout it stuff, though, and it was like, if you bout it, say you bout it. And I like that right there. I'm talking about the timing of it, though, bro, was absolutely brilliant how the boy P came in there with that one, though, bro.
All right. We got Get Your Roll On and Make Them Say,
Hold on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Make him say, easily.
Okay. All right. We tied up.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Hot Girl versus Chopper Style.
Oh, hot girl.
Okay.
Hot girl. But I'm gonna be honest. I like the chopper style. Chopper style is what comes to mind when I think of New Orleans bounce. It's like one of them songs. Like when I think of like DJ Jubilee, Chopper style, like them the kind of songs that come to mind though. That particular one, Chopper style, chopper style, chopper style. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's one of them ones though, man.
Uh,
Yeah.
Millie versus F the Mother Ninjas.
See, see. Here we go. Here we go. Because they brought out Snoop Dogg, that won it for me, right?
Hmm.
But if Wayne was there, if Wayne would have just came out for Millie, I think I would have said Cash Money. But because he didn't, I'm gonna go with Cash. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go with No Limit on them.
Okay, wait. What did you say for Hot Girl or Chopper Style?
Hot girl.
Okay. And then you just said uh F the Mother Ninjas, right?
Yeah.
So you got Cash Money winning, bro.
No, I thought it was more songs.
No, no.
See, listen. Okay, listen. So let's rewind that back. Okay.
400 Degrees versus No Limit Soldiers. You said No Limit Soldiers.
No Limit
Stay
Soldiers.
Fly versus Break You Off Something.
Break
You
you
had
off
Stay
some,
Fly.
stay fly. No, hold on. That's where I look at it. Okay, yeah, yeah,
Okay. Then Project Bitch versus Free Codes. You said Project.
yeah.
Okay. Then I'm on Fire and How You Do That There. You said How You Do That There.
How you do that there?
The BG, Cash Money's Army, Betty at the Navy. You had that.
Over what? What was the cat? What was the?
Players in the Cadillac. This is for the players in the Cadillac.
Oh man, yeah.
Okay, slow motion versus you. You ain't got to say too much. You said slow motion. Bling bling, or it ain't my fault. You said bling bling. Uh,
Mm.
set it off versus Mr. Ice Cream Man. You said Mr. Ice Cream Man. Number one stunner versus Bout It Bout It. You said Bout It Bout It. Get your roll on
Yeah.
versus Make 'em Say You said Make 'em Say And then Hot Girl versus
Kind of like
Chops.
I've kind of like five No Limit ones, 4 or 5.
It's four.
Okay.
And then you got Get Your Roll On versus Make Him Say You said Make Him Say
Yeah.
And you said Hot Girl versus Chopper Style. You said Hot Girl. And then
Hold on,
Millie.
hold on. Even then, by that count, Cash Money still would be up by one, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I
Then,
think that's
and
so.
then
So
so you
listen,
got Cash Money winning.
yeah. So listen, if we're going by round, and okay, put like this. This is the one thing I think is crazy. Here we go. I know what the explanation is. Okay, it's like this. It gave me Locks versus Dipset vibes from
Mhm.
this standpoint, right? I think that I think that Cash Money does have more of the hit songs, and they didn't even get more deeper into the Wayne category though, right? The Wayne
No,
catalog.
because he wasn't
But
there.
I thought that, yeah, they put Millie out there though, right? And he wasn't there. But I think that one of the things, because they could have played 6 foot, 7 foot, they could have played some, so they could have gotten some Drake, Nicki, but I think they took the old Cash Money. But here's the thing I think that's crazy to me though, right? I think that even though I think that out of those particular songs, because they didn't date, so if I'm Cash Money, I wouldn't have played Players in the Cadillac. I would have played Let Me Hit It, right? Um, there are some other songs that I think that Cash Money could have played. But even with that said, I mean that No Limit could have played. I think that while numbers wise, I would have said that Cash Money won if they just to put the songs on paper. But I think that for the presentation of these, it felt so much like it was so one-sided for No
Yeah,
Limit, though. Like
yeah.
the performance of it. And it reminded me of where Dipset had some hot songs, but but Locks was just so on them that the presentation of their version of their songs was just so much better. And that gave me that kind of vibe though, bro.
Yeah.
So I still on paper, I would have gave it, I would give it to Cash Money. I'll stick to that. But in terms of that night on performances of those songs, I give it to No Limit. And it was very easy too, though, bro.
So what you think about the beef though?
So this is the thing. So okay, so which beef are you talking about?
Okay, so Birdman basically came out there, was like, listen, I met everybody, whoop to whoop to whoop, Turk, you ain't here, F you, blah, 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 blah,
Mm.
blah.
I don't know that I think that Turk who had his own like little viewing thing or whatever. I don't know what Turk's issue is with Cash Money. But listen, Turk left Cash Money before he went to jail, and you know everybody's issues have with him has always been behind money, right? I just saw recently like an old interview of Manny Fresh, where he was basically saying that Jay Z, when he was over Def Jam, wanted to sign Manny Fresh to Def Jam and have
Mhm.
his own imprint on there. And he wanted to have his first song to make some noise as a song that he did with Lil Wayne, all right? So they had the song and they was ready to go ahead and submit it. And Birdman was like, nah, we ain't doing that though, right? He was like, yeah, well, nah, I already got this clear with Wayne. They was like, nah, Wayne don't speak for Wayne though, right? We make them shots on over here. And of course, it was after Manny Fresh left there and everything like that though, man. And so you know, Manny, I always thought Manny Fresh, Birdman, big timers as a group. But when everybody leaves them, so I think that that's probably why Turk may have left. So, but I don't know what his beef is with them though, man.
Well, see, I heard
So
that the reason why Wayne wasn't there was because he said, listen, if we ain't all there, then I'm not there.
well, Wayne didn't want to be there the last time they did the big thing out in the Essence Festival, though. It looked weird from that, though, man. So I don't know, man. You know, I think that what's weird about it is this, though, man. It honestly feels like to me that Wayne has said, and without saying any words specifically, I'm bigger and I've moved on from them. And I think that it feels like Wayne doesn't want to feel like he wants his where he is now to be associated with the old acts that you got to think though, man. Like that was for Wayne, that was probably almost 20 years ago that he was rocking with them though, man. And so I think so much changed and he's so much of a bigger artist. And I just don't think that he's necessarily like feeling them these days though, bro. And but I still don't know exactly what Turk's thing is though, bro. But I can only imagine what if it's consistent with everything else, it's about bread contracts though, man. But to
All
call
right.
him out, but to call him out like that, it further implies that there is some kind of beef though, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.